Hello everyone, this is an introduction and a shop tour for the Hanger based out of Texas. We got many projects going on here. It's gonna be a little shop tour. I apologize, the shop's a little bit messy. We're in the middle of reorganizing and we still haven't fully cleaned up yet because we're waiting for days off. So let's get to it. So first up, we have our jacks and jack stands that we keep around, spare oils and stuff like that. I did pick up some new quick jacks. These are the 7,000 pound rating models. We've used them a couple times. I like them a lot. They pick up the cars pretty well. So first car on the list is going to be this 1989 Supra, I believe. It's my buddy Kevin's. It's been sitting for 6 months. We just got it running actually. Today was the first drive of the day. It is a 7M GTE swap. It had a wiring issue that I had to solve and it took forever. Ended up being the one of the relays in the passenger side kick panel. We also did the 12-volt fuel mod. I believe this car is mostly stock for the most part, probably pushing about 300 wheel, but interior is pretty clean, I would say. He's got the quick disconnect steering wheel, got a cassette player and multiple gauges and stuff like that. I'm doing the first drive in it tomorrow. Kevin drove it today to a little car meet, but runs really rich, needs a tune, some other stuff. But overall, it's a pretty good car. Over here, we have a bunch of our stuff going on. I got parts for a new engine build right there and my old engine build up there. Got multiple engines. We got and transmissions. We have my T56 Magnum right over there. Kevin's T56, my old T5, my old 302, and a 351 Windsor block. Next up on the list is this 1979 Datsun 280ZX. This one, my buddy picked it up in San Antonio. He traded his Nissan 300ZX for it. It ran and drive when he picked it up, but you know, stuff happens. On his way back, he put it on a dolly where it only holds the front wheels. And when he left, he was towing it. He made sure the e-brake was off, but he didn't make sure it was in neutral. So the engine ended up blowing apart. I'll put a picture up to show the hole in the block and stuff like that. But this one, he stripped the interior of it. It had some rust issues on a couple parts in the back, but he primered it. He's gonna paint the whole interior for it. Strip the interior, all that kind of stuff. But this one, we blew the engine, and he had a friend actually that was selling an LT1 or an LT engine. I don't know Chevy engines too much, but he got it out of a Silverado. So that one, we're in the middle of a swap for it. We're gonna paint this car soon. So we're getting into it. The block for it's right here. He went ahead and put a cam in it, all the parts for it. We're still getting it together. So that's the 1979 Datsun. Next on the list is my 1991 Ford Mustang. I've had this for about 2 years now. Before I took everything apart, it had the 302 that was laying over there. Heads cam intake, AFR 165s, all that fun stuff. Stock motor. I was running into an issue where the clutch fork went bad, but I was in the process of another engine build. I had a 408 stroker kit over there and a 351 Windsor block. Sadly, that engine sat at a machine shop for 6 months, did no work to it except bore it, so I took all my stuff back. Anyway, this one is getting I went ahead, after the machine shop mishap, I went ahead and ordered a 427 dart block. I have all the parts for it to put it together over there. But this one is getting painted also. That's why I have the interior stripped. All back here, all the interior. I got my front part, my dash and all that disassembled. I'm painting the whole interior black and gonna put it all back together. This one I'm painting the whole car black. I gotta do some body work. I had addressed a rust spot on the hatch, but overall not bad. But we're getting to it. Outside we have my 1985 Toyota pickup. This is my daily driver. Stock 22R, nothing special to it. I just drive this around. I've driven 16,000 miles probably in the past year. I've had it. I really like it a lot. It's a good little truck. I drive it back and forth from where I'm at right now back to Houston and Dallas. It is it's kind of hard to see. It is a 4-speed manual, so I have a lot of fun in this. I tried killing this truck multiple times. I can't seem to kill it, but yeah, daily driver. Over here we have my 2003 Ford Mustang Cobra. It's the Terminator with the 4.6 supercharged. I picked this one up in February. pretty clean condition, about 102,000 miles, I think, when I got it. I do have plans for it, but at the moment I'm trying to finish my Fox body inside. Just today, actually, I took off the stock mid pipe and I put a Catless X pipe on it. The muffler delete on it when I got it was a very shady one. It used like kind of metal bending pipe, so I got to address that. So right now it just dumps underneath the car, but I'm working on it slowly. I do eventually plan on doing pulleys to it. Just a week ago, 2 weeks ago actually, I was driving back from San Antonio to Dallas and my alternator went out on the road. And I was freaking out because I had to get back to work down south. I had to order an alternator in a pinch, but I was able to change it out within a couple hours and got back on the road. Next day I went home. So over here is a 93 F-150, all primered out. This is Kevin's, the owner of the Supra. It sat for almost a year that we've been at the shop, and it needed brakes, dire needed brakes and stuff like that. Engine ran rough. I actually took it out in a day, brought it into the shop because I got bored. The transmission was slipping because it had no fluid in it, but I was able to change everything out, and did the brakes for him. Did the brakes for him. Got the engine running good because it's a 302.50, which I'm familiar with. So got it back on the road for him. Changed out the transmission seal gasket on the pan and filled it up with transmission. Doesn't leak anymore. Good little running truck. No AC, sadly, but we're working there. Overall, though, this is the shop tour introduction video. We work on a lot of projects here. Me and Kevin are here a lot. Kevin also, he daily drives right now a 2018 Camaro SS1LE with an LT4 supercharger on it. That's what he daily drives. But this is just an introduction, all the projects we've done. Just let us know what y'all like to see more.